If you ever thought, I have a great product idea, but have absolutely no clue where to start, you clicked on the right video. I just helped a friend plan her entire e-commerce business launch on a call that I normally charge $1,000 per hour for. I'm gonna share with you the exact roadmap step by step in this video. Essentially, she came to me with 12 of the most common questions in e-commerce, and I detailed out everything, leaving no detail to spare behind. And I'm gonna share with you all of that in this video. So let's hop right in. Starting with question number one, it was, what was the exact step-by-step process that I would follow if I was starting from scratch again? So not too long ago, 2 years ago in 2023, I actually just started a brand new company called Professor Pickleball. It's selling pickleball paddles just like this. This is actually my product. So this is a brand new company, and it did 7 figures in the first year of inception. In the second year, it did multi 7 figures. I think we did 2.5 million in sales in the second year. So I started from scratch and went from 0 to multi 7 figures in 2 years. Now here's kind of the short step-by-step process. This first question kind of gives backstory to all the rest of the questions, like little summaries. But basically, I saw the marketplace and I went into the marketplace of pickleball with one product and one idea. I recognized the problem in the industry that there was these raw carbon fiber pickleball paddles. They were all $250 plus. And I saw what I could source this for. And I said, hey, I can sell that paddle for under $100, 99 bucks. And I was like, shit, wouldn't that be a really good story, a really good idea that I can tell in the ads? So basically, I came up with one product idea. I came up with one specific marketing strategy through Facebook and Instagram ads, and then I launched. That's what you have to do when you're starting from scratch, is come up with that one banger idea and then build it from there. So essentially, I came up with the idea. I went to the factories next on Alibaba.com. I sourced a bunch of samples from 5 different factories, found one that I liked, placed an MOQ. I think the first order was like 200 to 500 paddles, so it wasn't much, just a few $1,000s. I built a Shopify store. I put it on Amazon. I made 3 to 5 Facebook ads on a Saturday where I went to go film with my girlfriend, targeting that exact marketing angle of, hey, this is a super high quality paddle that normally sells for $250, under $100. And then boom, we launched. As soon as I launched it, the thing was on fire. So if I were to start from scratch from another product, let's say another pickleball brand or another fishing brand or another sports brand, that's exactly what I would do. One product, one marketing angle, and launch. Next question is, what tech stack do I need to run this e-commerce business smoothly? So let me just show you real time all of the softwares and tech that I use in my business and run it day to day. So number one, you're gonna need sales channels. This is Shopify, where you're gonna actually host your website. Then you have Amazon.com, of course, another sales channel, and then TikTok Shop, which is your third sales channel. You're gonna stick with those 3 sales channels to begin with. For your business banking platform, you're gonna use Relay, which I'll actually touch on in a further question on how cool this tool is. For ad attribution for Facebook ads, you're gonna use Triple Whale. So Triple Whale is this right here, and essentially what it does is when you're running Facebook ads, you actually don't trust Facebook's data. You wanna use something like Triple Whale to tell you and reaffirm Facebook's data, like, hey, here's the ROAS you're getting for the last 7 days, etc. Now I'm going to show you the rest of the apps we're using on our Shopify store. We're using Reconvert for post-purchase sales. Another big one is OmniSend for email marketing and SMS. We actually use PostScript, but you can use TextCart as well. That's a very cheap alternative to use in the beginning. PostScript, we're paying like $2,000, but we have a lot of things we're sending. For our 3PL and shipping software, we use ShipHero. For inventory planning and forecasting, we use this app called Inventory Planner by Sage. It's actually worked out pretty well for us. For team communication, we're using Slack. So here we have all of our employees, we have all of the agencies we work with, etc. For factory communication, we use Teams, what used to be Microsoft Skype, now turned into Teams. You could use WhatsApp or WeChat. I prefer Teams. It's just easy. And then, of course, all the social medias, we're using TikTok, Facebook, Instagram to run our ads with Facebook Ads Manager and TikTok Ads Manager. So that's kind of the basic tech stack we're using. I know it's a lot of stuff. Honestly, just pause the video and copy exactly what I'm using. You can pick and choose what you want. Some things are more expensive than others. Some things are actually free to use. So just pick and choose what you need at this very beginning stage. Next question is, how do I find the right manufacturer for my product, and how do I know who to trust? So if you're sourcing your product from the United States, let's say you're starting a supplement brand like my friend, if you're in the United States, you probably want to get your supplements from the United States. I wouldn't trust supplements coming from China. That's just me personally. But for 95% of products like this microphone, this Shopify plaque, this little twister, this table, this light. You're sourcing your products from China because that's where you're getting the best price. So let me show you how to actually do that. The number one place to source products is Alibaba.com by far. This is where you're going to find the best factories, right? Best factories, best price. Now I'm going to show you a little trick on how to find a trusted factory. So let's say we want to search for pickleball paddles, right? This is the product I'm looking to start. This is the product I'm looking to source. Alibaba's doing its AI thing, which doesn't make sense to me, but basically look at these toggles right here. You have Alibaba Guaranteed, which guarantees you your money back. That doesn't really matter too much to me. I look at verified suppliers. So whenever I'm looking at these, see how all these are verified? That's who I'm looking at. Basically what that means is a third party person has visited the factory and say, hey, these guys are an established factory. They're an established manufacturer. They're not a middleman. On Alibaba, you have to watch out for what's called a trade company, where they pose as a factory, but they're really a middleman, and they're charging you like 20% to source the product for you. They're not bad. All the trading companies are not bad. I actually use some trading companies because they just have good connections and good communication skills with the factories, and it's worth paying the extra 20% fee. So literally just look for the factories with the verified badge. And let's say I wanted to source pickleball paddles. I would message all three of these factories and send them the same message saying, hey, we're looking to start this pickleball brand. Please send me your brand catalog to see if they have a branded factory catalog. Please send me some pictures of your factory. Send me some videos of your factory. Let's do a FaceTime call, a Skype call, a Teams call, so you can talk to them face to face. And those who actually take you off Alibaba, message you on Teams or WhatsApp, and send you all the criteria you ask for, they are serious and professional sellers / manufacturers. So those are the people who you want to work with. That's how I've done it for the last 8 years. And I don't think I've ever had a bad experience with a factory doing this. They're normal people. You just got to kind of vet them out. And that's how you do it. You make sure they're verified suppliers, you get all the information, and that's how you find out who to trust in this sourcing game. Quick little pro tip. If you pitch yourself as a very professional seller, established seller, even though you're not, say, hey, I run a big e-commerce company and we do $10 million plus in sales a year. That's my opening line. It gets the factory's attention that they're like, hey, this is not just some other Joe Schmo. This guy's serious and wants to do business. You can ask, hey, what are your minimum order quantities? Just so you know that information, but then ask, what happens if we order 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000? Give me the discounted rates. That way you get these guys thinking with, wow, these people want to order 20,000 units of whatever they're manufacturing. They will take you a lot more serious. So quick pro tip there. The next question is, how do I test if people actually want to buy my product and or if it's a winning product or offer? So quick story, when I launched the pickleball brand, I didn't launch Professor Pickleball right away. What I did first was went to AliExpress, started a quick Shopify store that took me an hour to build, found a product similar to what I wanted to sell, a raw carbon fiber pickleball paddle. I made one video ad. Me and my girlfriend went to the pickleball courts. We made one video ad. I ran that as a Facebook ad to the dropshipping store. I got 3 sales in one day, and I said, boom, this idea is verified. So if you're going to start a brand, make a quick dropshipping store and just test it really quick. That takes little to no money, like probably under $100 to verify that idea, because the MOQ for these paddles was $200 times at the, like, I think it costs like 3, 4, 5 grand to get that first order here, which for some of you may be a lot of money. For me, that was a lot of money to start, right? So for under $100, you could actually verify and vet and test your product through a dropshipping store. On the flip side, if you want to do that and just want to proceed with ordering your minimum order quantities, let's say it's 100, 200, 300 units, and you're okay putting up the $1,000 or a few $100, whatever it is, the next way to test your product offer, pricing, landing page, etc., is to run Facebook ads at $5 a day or TikTok Shop, right? TikTok Shop is such a viral platform nowadays that moves so quickly that any new product or offer that's worth selling, people will buy it up right away, because you'll post that and it'll get views on TikTok almost instantly. Just that's the way the TikTok algorithm works. Whenever we launch a new product, for some reason, those videos get extra views. So that's a very quick way to just get validity and see, hey, is this product worth it? Is my marketing strategy worth it? Is that one product, one marketing strategy worth it? If not, kill it and move on to the next one, because let's be real, not every product is a winner. That's just the reality of e-commerce. Next question is, should I fulfill my orders myself or should I work with a 3PL? So what is a 3PL? A 3PL is a third-party logistics company. Basically, they're a shipping company who's going to store, pick, pack, and ship your orders for you. Since inception of my brand, Beyond Braid, over 6 years ago, and now I've done 25 million in sales, we have used the same 3PL here local to me in South Florida. If you need that connection, their name is ShipJoy. Leave a comment down below and say, hey, can I get the manager's contact for ShipJoy? I'd like to work with them. I've always elected to go with a 3PL because picking and packing orders yourself just distracts you from running the actual business. So I live here in South Florida. Real estate prices are really expensive. So for me to get a warehouse, pay for storage, hire employees, yada, 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 get the boxes, do recycling, receive forklifts, like that stuff costs so much money. When you can just get in with a 3PL, normally these people charge, I think it's $250 minimum a month. So if you ship like 10 or 20 orders, that covers your minimum and there's no extra charges. These guys charge a pick and pack fee. So let's say they take it off the shelf, it's a couple bucks, they pack it, and then they pay for the shipping label and you pay them after. That's the right way to do it. It's basically costing you a couple bucks per order rather than you doing it your time. Like if you're gonna run this e-commerce business full time, it's a full-time job working 9 to 5 or 7 to 8 p.m. to do marketing, sales, platform, all that stuff. And then you got to find time to fulfill orders yourself, pick them and pack them. While I know some small businesses do it, I'm telling you, set yourself up from the beginning and use a 3PL. When you go to sell your business and you make serious money, these big people, these aggregators who are buying these companies look for already established logistics and supply chains. So having a 3PL is very easy for a company to acquire rather than you doing it yourself and they have to fill in the gaps and find the staff, etc. Use a 3PL. If you need my contact, leave a comment down below and I'll connect you with her. The next question is, how do I organize the money side of things as an e-commerce business owner? And boy, I got a story for you. Literally, when I first started my e-commerce business 8 years ago in college, I was running the entire business through my personal checkings account and personal credit cards. Like I didn't know what an LLC was, business, taxes, this, that. It was a nightmare. Now let me save you the headache with this super cool tool. So this is Relay. This is a business banking platform that I've recently discovered that is an absolute game changer. Let me show you how cool this is. So when you come over to accounts, right, you can basically set up this platform in a way where it separates all of your profit, expenses, tax savings at the click of a button automatically, so you have peace of mind in running your business and have complete control of your cash flow. So check this out. We set up this income account, which is money that comes from our TikTok shop, our Amazon, our Shopify, all hits the income account. And then immediately you set up percentages for it to go to different places. So we put some away for taxes, we put some away for payroll, right? 5%, 50% goes to operations, 29% goes to business profit, and then 10% goes to personal compensation. That makes sure you have money left over to pay yourself when you're running your business. In the beginning, I was running my business and constantly ordering inventory or spending money on marketing and realizing like, shit, I might do $1 million in sales. There's not much money left over for me, especially after paying taxes, or vice versa, right? We have a great year. We make a lot of money and a lot of profits. And then at the end of the year, you get a massive tax bill and you're like, I got to come out of my personal savings for that. We're here with Relay. It does it all for you. You just simply set it and forget it. And you even earn some interest on your tax saving account. So put your tax saving account at 30% of your income, which is probably what you're going to pay anyways, and start earning some interest there. There's a ton of other features like invoicing, payment requests, account setups, etc. So if you use my link in the description down below to sign up for Relay, this is how you actually organize your money and make sure you're making money, you're making profit, and you're saving money for taxes and have peace of mind with your cash flow. So click the link in the description to check out Relay. It's an absolute awesome platform. I really cannot recommend it enough. Next question is, what metrics and numbers should I be tracking from day one? And there's really 3 things that I talk about here. When I'm looking inside my business every single day, every single morning, I'm really looking at 3 things: revenue, profit margin, units sold, and then that breaks down into 3 more categories, which is AOV, CAC, and ROAS. AOV is average order value, CAC is customer acquisition cost, and ROAS is return on ad spend. Let me show you a real-time example of what those actually look like. So for TikTok Shop, for example, right, I come in here every day and making sure our ROAS or ROI is profitable and we're spending money on ads profitably. So the baseline metric I like to look at is if we're doing at least a 2x ROAS, we're in good shape. That basically means if you spend $1 on ads and it's generating $2 in sales, there's likely going to be a profit there. So here on TikTok Shop, you can see our ROI currently is 3.2, which is super healthy. Basically, we spent $11,000 last week and generated $37,000 in sales. There's more than enough profit there. So a baseline is at least 2x ROAS. If you're doing that on Facebook, TikTok, Google, Amazon, wherever you're spending money on ads, that's a baseline metric that you want to be measuring, at least 2. Now, the next metric I measure is AOV, average order value. So this is our Shopify store. And you can see our AOV, average order value, is $50. That is a very safe threshold to aim for on your orders. The reason why is you want to have enough profit dollars to spend on ads. So let's say on that $50, my cost of good is $25. I spend another $10 on marketing, another $5 on shipping. I then have $10 profit left over to make. If you're selling that same product for, let's say, $19.99, right now in today's age, the biggest expense you're going to pay is marketing costs. On Facebook ads, it's averaging around $20, $15 to $20 to acquire a customer, which is CAC, customer acquisition cost. These blend together. You need enough profit dollars. So for building a real e-commerce brand off of Amazon is a little bit different, but for like TikTok Shop, Shopify stuff, you need an average order value of at least $50. I'd say at minimum 40. If you're at 50, you're doing super healthy. That gives you enough buffer for your customer acquisition cost to spend $20 to acquire a customer profitably, and that's going to allow you to scale and spend more money over time. And then again, kind of like I said before, right? We're checking our revenue profits daily. So this is just for our Amazon sales. Yesterday we did 28,000, and then our CM3, which is our profit margin, is 11,000. You don't want to see any negatives here because that means you're not making any money. And then I'm looking at units sold, what's selling. We sold 800, 50, 60, and I'm just checking what's moving, what's selling. Are we profitable every single day? So focus on those metrics from day one. It's literally a habit. For the last 8 years, I've been checking all of this stuff every single day, and make it a habit for you if you want to keep eyes on your business and actually have a successful and profitable business. A business that pays attention to the numbers and profit grows and becomes successful. If you ignore that stuff, you're ignoring the money. The money's going to ignore you. Quick little pro tip. Here are profit margins that your products should have. Let's just use an easy example of a product that's going to sell for $100. You want your contribution margin 1, your gross margin, to be 75%. So if you're selling that for $100, you want that product to cost you $25. That way you have $75 of gross profit margin to deal with. Then you move to CM2, which is contribution margin 2, which is the cost of goods, and then what it costs you to actually ship that item. You want it to be 35% margin. And then you move on to CM3, which is cost of goods, shipping costs, and then ad costs. That CM3 number, you want to be at 20% or 25% plus, and you're good to go. That's basically your net profit margin of what your business is doing, is that 20%. The next question is, what's the best way to launch everything once the inventory arrives? So number one, you got to set up all your 3 sales channels: Shopify, which is your website, TikTok Shop, and Amazon. These 3 are your main sellers. Don't worry about eBay. Don't worry about Walmart. Don't worry about freaking Wayfair or whatever. Those are the 3 best channels you're going to want to launch on. Right now, the hottest one is TikTok Shop. The reason is new products just seem to go viral or get a lot of views right away, like I mentioned earlier. So it's very, very low-hanging fruit, especially if you have a demonstrable product, something that you can use and show on camera, crushes it on TikTok Shop. Set your product up on Amazon. You don't even have to run ads on Amazon right away. Just make sure you have your listings created. Because if you go viral on TikTok Shop, some people don't trust TikTok Shop and they just go over to Amazon, search for the product, or they want to get it shipped with Prime and they'll buy it there. And then of course you have to have your website set up because that's the basis of your entire business. So Shopify, Amazon, TikTok Shop is how you first launch. You're then going to go make your Facebook ads and your TikTok Shop videos, which follow a very simple formula. You're going to have a hook, visual or verbal. You're going to have a feature and benefit in the video, and then you're going to have a call to action. Let me show you what that actually looks like. So I came over to our Beyond Braid TikTok Shop. Let me just show you an example of a video that's converting super, super well for us. Here's a great video, 244,000 views.
Like this did. This bolt is broken. Fully Normally, a good pair of fishing scissors can't unscrew things like this did. This bolt is broken. But this is the Beyond Fishing braided line shears. They cut through braid like absolute butter with no effort. And like you just saw, they have a flathead screwdriver, a lure tuner, split shot crimper, a bottle opener, and most importantly, they cut through braid. So if you need a new pair of scissors, I promise you, these are the best shears you're ever gonna buy. They come with a locking sheath. Your stuff ain't going nowhere. Get these in the link below. They're on a huge flash sale.
So you can see, very simple formula. I started off with a hook, kind of screwing the screw in with a pair of scissors. People are kind of confused. I went into the product demonstration and cut the line. And then I said, hey, call to action, get it in the link below. It's on sale. So go out and film that and then post it on TikTok Shop and then run your Facebook ads. A bonus and pro tip for TikTok Shop is using their affiliate program. So you're going to come over here and come to marketing. And what's super cool about TikTok Shop is creators can request samples. So you can see, look, all of these people are requesting samples of our products. So like Mike right here, he wants to make a video with our Beyond Towel. He's generated $13,000 in sales and 10,000 followers he has. So all I have to do is click approve here. Now my team's gonna send him a free sample. He's then gonna get that product and make a video with it, and it's gonna run with ads. So if you're scared to get in front of the camera, number one, get over that shit, because you're gonna have to get in front of the camera to make this really, really work. But two, you can like look at all these people. All these people are requesting to make videos with our product. So use TikTok Shop's affiliate program to send out samples and suck it up. Eat the cost of sending out a product that costs you probably $3, $4, $5, $10, and pay these guys with a free sample to make a video. Right? If you go pay an influencer, sometimes it can cost $100, $500, $1,000, $10,000 for an affiliate video. Here, you're getting them for free. It's just the cost of the product. So utilize TikTok Shop's affiliate center, and then all of those videos then get posted on TikTok and help you make more sales. I have loads and loads of TikTok Shop content on my channel. So after this video, if you want more details on that, go check out my channel. I literally have like 20 videos on TikTok Shop. Next question is, how much money can I expect or lose early on? So e-commerce is very cash hungry. The reason is if you have a kick-ass offer, you're going to need cash to keep on buying inventory, putting into ads and shipping, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. For example, in the pickleball brand, bada boom, in year one, we did 7 figures. On paper, we showed a loss. The reason is the first order of inventory was 500 units. I sold out in a week. The second order of inventory was 1,000 units. I sold out in a week. The next order was 2,000 orders of inventory. That lasted me a month. I sold out. So each production round, I had to keep ordering more and putting more cash into the business from my personal savings, to where it just so happened at that time of the year ended, and we showed a loss in the business because we were reinvesting everything. And I put about $200,000 of inventory into the business because it was scaling so fast. Now, the next year, we did 2.5 million in sales, or 2.2 million in sales, and showed a 300K profit because sales slowed down. We already had established inventory, and I didn't have to keep putting money in. The business kind of funded itself, and then we showed a profit. So if you're scaling rapidly, if you have a kick-ass offer in the beginning, do not expect to be profitable in year one. You're gonna have to reinvest all that money into inventory, shipping, and cash. Ecom is very cash hungry. It's inventory hungry. So just go into this business with knowing that. The next question is, what am I not thinking about that I should be, or what should I be asking? At the end of the day, it usually comes down to what I mentioned earlier, that e-commerce, a successful e-commerce business, starts with one product, one marketing offer, and usually one sales channel that pops off, whether it's Amazon, TikTok Shop, or Shopify. Ideally, if you have that banger offer and banger product, you can sell it successfully on 3, but you really need to dial it in and focus on one product and one marketing offer. If you look at both of my businesses now, we have over 500 products, but for my fishing brand, we started with one product. For the pickleball brand, we started with one product. This is my fishing product that started it all, a camo braided line series. This was the first product I ever launched, and this led to 12 other colors, 400 plus SKUs, 20 other products in the business, all from this. This one product being successful and doing multi-seven figures funded the rest of the business. You don't go into these businesses saying, hey, I want to launch 10 different products and go this way, that way, this way. You lose traction, you lose your train of thought and focus. It's not the most efficient way to put your time and energy and money into something. Focus with that one product in mind. All that being said, if you have any further questions on this, drop them in the comments below. I will answer your questions, or go check out my channel. I have tons of videos on all the stuff I just talked about. Go check out Relay. It's an awesome, awesome platform. Hope you guys got some value. If you have any questions, let me know. See you on the next video. Peace.